Hi guys, it's Bella and I'm back with another piercing education video today. This one is called How to Convince Your Parents to Let You Get a Tongue Piercing. Alright, stay tuned. Hi guys, it's Bella and today I wanted to talk about something everybody has been asking me about. How did I convince my parents to let me get the piercings I had gotten when I was in high school? Because obviously I wasn't old enough to go out and do it on my own. I didn't have the money to do it and all these things. So today I was searching through my old emails and I found an email I had written my mom when I wanted to get my tongue piercing. And I thought it might be a good basis for something to help you guys write up something or sit down with your parents and have a adult conversation about these things. And it might help them be convinced that you are mature and can make your own decisions and things like that. So if you don't mind, I wanted to read this to you real quick. I got it on my iPad right here. And it says, "Hey Mom, I didn't know how to approach this subject matter with you in person, so I thought it would be better to express my thoughts with you in an email, and then when I get home tomorrow we would discuss it further. I feel like ever since I have become an adult, which was 18, that I really haven't gotten to do anything I've wanted to do. This freedom I'm allowed to have now. I can buy adult stuff, open a bank account, order stuff on TV, rent an apartment, get a tattoo, and many other things which make me feel really good." Mind you, I was 18 when I wrote this. "Since I'm in the business of body jewelry, I live, breathe, and enjoy it, not as a fad, but a personal love. I know that it is hard for you to understand, but it is what I will be interested in for a while instead of it just being a fad. Most people, when they turn 18, they went and got tattoos, which I would be too scared to ever get because, number one, they're permanent, and I'd be afraid I got the wrong thing. Number two, they're not versatile, which means I can never change it. And number three, the age of my skin as I get older, and other things like that. People like," and I named some kids in my high school that she knew, "and others have gotten tattoos, which I believe they will regret for a long time." It's funny that I wrote this because now I do have a tattoo. I don't regret it or anything, and I'm not worried about my skin aging because I got it in a good spot that won't sag. But anyways, "I personally do not think body piercing is a big deal because it is not permanent. It can be taken out and grow up. Scars usually don't form, and among other things. I feel like that I'm 18, I should be responsible for what I want to do with my body. I mean, I'm finally old enough to go into the body piercing place without you being there, because at 18 you can go without having a parent or guardian there. That's why they made the law for 18-year-olds, because they know people below that age are not responsible to make those decisions without a parent's consent. I want my tongue pierced. I'm just going to come out and say it. I know that most parents have heard a lot of bad things about it, and I want to cover those myths, because I have done a lot of research because it's my job on YouTube. Here are the list of concerns. Number one, a permanent lisp. This happens because either the barbell is too long, the ball is too big, or it was pierced incorrectly. Number two, chipped teeth. Pierced incorrectly, or the person was not wearing at least one acrylic ball on the barbell. When you bite down on the ball, which is usually rare, and you are wearing acrylic, the ball will break before your teeth do. That's why those balls are so cheap and popular. Number three, not being able to eat what you want. This only lasts for 3 days or so. Procedure and aftercare, and I explained how they do it. You know, they pierce it with a barbell that's 7/16 of an inch to make room for swelling. It will be changed in 2 weeks to a 5/8, which is normal size. The aftercare is your tongue will swell, you know, blah blah. Can't eat dairy, spicy foods, hot foods. After 2 weeks, it can go down, no lisp, no swelling. It never gets irritated, and most people forget about it. And I said, I want this piercing for a lot of reasons. Number one, I like the way it looks. Number two, the tongue is the least painful piercing and it is impossible to get infected because your saliva has a special enzyme that cleans your tongue. Now, it's not entirely impossible to get infected, but it's very unlikely because, like I said, the enzymes in your saliva, you know, keep your mouth clean, and healing is much faster than any other piercing area. Number three, it's discreet and won't hinder me because I can put a clear retainer in it for a job. And number four, it is not something on my face, and I think that's better than a lip ring because she didn't want anything on my face. Number five, it's not a fad, but it's not something I I would wear until I'm 20. I look 21, still got it. I want to be able to enjoy this stuff now before I get too old and look silly with it. And then I explained also about how a lot of parents believe that kids get them for sexual reasons. And I explained that a lot of people get other piercings for that reasons, like below the belt and nipples and stuff. I wasn't meaning it for that reason. I mean, you have to live with it day in and day out just for an accessory, for a once in a while thing. I was saying that the people I knew that had it, you wouldn't think had it and weren't promiscuous people. I said, I don't know why this is so important to me. It's been bothering me for a while, and I get more out of conversations with you when we talk, and when we talk through an email when I have it written down instead of just trying to discuss it randomly. It also makes me want to be closer to you when I feel like we can talk things out maturely. I can't think of any other piercing I would want, and I would never get a tattoo or a piercing in a bad place. It would just mean so much to me to be old enough to go into the shop, pay for it with my own money, sign the papers, show my ID, and get it without anyone being there. And you know our piercer is a licensed professional, and she knows he's really, really good. He's the best person around where I live. I was saying that it was a little taste of freedom and something I couldn't do before. Kind of like when I turned 17, I went out and bought a mature rated video game. I bought Silent Hill Revelations, and I ended up being too scared to even play it, regardless of, but I was so thrilled to be like, here's my ID, I'm old enough, woo, you know, all that kind of stuff when you're a kid. I know most teenagers don't think past their actions, but I'm older than that, and I have weighed the consequences, and I feel like it is a safe decision that will keep me out of trouble. I just felt like writing an email would be better than straight talking about it. So, I hope I will try to type that up and put it somewhere, like a link to it down below or something. I may even put subtitles in my video to explain what I said, because I know it's hard to just listen to me read. But I hope that's kind of like a basis of what you can write. You can write your parents an email. You can just sit down and have a discussion with them. And of course, it's still up to them whether or not to let you. You know, you don't need to be really rebellious, and you don't need to pierce it yourself with a sewing needle or something stupid like that. Don't do that. That's the quickest way to get an infection. Don't imagine the pain. I couldn't imagine the pain, because with the actual professional, they put it through in 2 seconds. A sewing needle, they're so dull, just you have to just like keep on, and I couldn't imagine just that pain over and over again like that. But hopefully that will help you guys, you know, be mature about it and try to talk to your parents about that. And I just thought I'd share that quick little video with you and everything. So don't forget to check out the store, metalballs.com, and subscribe to my videos on YouTube, like my Facebook page, and happy piercing. Alright, bye.